Hi, this is not a game dev vlog with the greenest standard custom pack I could build. Also, while this goes live, my podcast episode with RefGT, none other than RefGT goes live. So definitely go check that out. It's about an hour of conversation with a very interesting man, somebody who I've been following for a long time. And I'm very happy that he had the time to come on my podcast with his busy schedule. And we talk about a lot of stuff. So everything you expect and more, I think. Good rants, very good insights, interesting tangents. So go check that out, the podcast with RefGT. But back to this run. So this run was basically me just clicking around one evening in the pack builder and building the greenest pack I could build. So let me show it here. Well, what's worse? It's green, even the food. So of course not all tiers have fully green foods or even pets, but I try to do my best. There's also some green pets missing for tag or archetype reasons. But this was the greenest pack I managed to build. And I'm not sure if I take 0, but I try to also just ignore basically these not really green pets like Hercules Beetle. And this is an interesting pack. So the really keen eyes all have already spotted one huge challenge with this pack, and that is that chocolate is red or brown, red or brown, red and brown. So no chocolate. So what's the last time you played a pack with no chocolate? That proves some challenges, and then there's a couple of really dead hits. So there's Gecko with I think 0 other toy pets. There is a very thin strawberry synergy, only the tier 1 hummingbird, and then the tier 6 that gives the peanuts, which I don't even know the name of. As we face Grounded Sep. Hello. Also check out the podcast with Grounded Sep. That's already live for a week now. But then, of course, we have this little green pet here. Oh yeah, one challenge I set for myself. I wanted to have the level 3 slime as well. So that was part of my own extra challenge. So I got an early slime. I got an early mantis. So we are on our way to some good stuff here. And I did this these runs and this pack months ago even, but that was when slime was broken and it only would always spawn 2 2s. The level not mattering basically. And was that the deal breaker in this very weird pack where there's very rare synergies, as we face Bree or Bry, who somehow always get a mention in other videos, so why not mention it as well? I don't think it was the real deal breaker, but it took a very long time before I started winning. This is a very fun synergy that I don't think you see very often. The Quetzalcoatlus got some play, so one good thing about this is not a random pack, but still you are playing a lot of pets that you rarely play. So the Quetzalcoatlus here is a nice feint target for Mantis, because there are almost also 0 other good feint targets. Of course, we still have to feint something, even if we don't want to. So if we want to keep our Mantis alive. But we get the 1/1 bonus, so that's almost like a half mammoth right there. And then I also had some Basilisk Quetzalcoatlus. So somehow the 2 weirdest new big stats pets are green. So that's the Sarcastic Fringehead with the 4/7 stat line. And then this Quetzalcoatlus, which both I don't have the achievement of, not a hunter. And then together with the Basilisk, that's kind of early tempo. So I just first started out with some random runs, but it's not a very strong pack, so that was not enough. So I had to go back and do some actual strategizing as we lose again. So we are already on 1 heart with only 3 wins. So that's also part of the journey and why this run is kind of interesting, I think. is we have a very long way to go. And with 1 heart, you can just face any monster opponent. So we have to navigate this. But we also get the turn 5 Mantis and the turn 9 double Spino. So you can see why this does get a little bit better, let's just say. Now I lost what I was saying before. Snapping Turtle, of course, somehow a kind of useful fainting pet. Yeah, oh yeah, so I did some strategizing. And there's some early strong tempo pets, mostly Toad, I'd say, was a very good one. Sometimes Peacock. And the tier 1s were decent as well. Basilisk, of course, can be a good tier pet. And then there's a huge valley of very rare good pets. There's Tiger Bug, which is an insta-take in any pack. But not any real good scalers or synergy in the mid-game. But then in the end-game, there's T-Rex and some decent tier 5s and tier 6s. So my strategy was tempo, lose, and try to recover, which is... This is a very strong opponent here. And we hang on by 1 HP, so this was one of the more scary fights here. So, yeah, my strategy... And oh yeah, which we are doing right here, right? So we are on 1 heart, and we need 6 more wins on turn 11. And we have something going, so here we do... I think I do almost every turn a weird pet... as Mantis fodder. Here we have Quetzalcoatl, of course, still useful to level up the slime. As we face Matchman 7, go subscribe to Matchman 7. And this skewer actually kind of nice. And I don't think it was disallowed if it wasn't green, but I think it also still counts as green enough here. And then we pick up Toad, my beloved Toad. Very nice with the skewer as well to replace some perks, but also just a base stats tier 3 buy on turn 12. And this, now I can see the name, it's the Terror Bird. This is not the most difficult name. We just take it for the stats. 8 attack could be nice, but this is not a very strong team. And we keep scaling, almost at 50-50 with the Mantis, so that's nice. But you do waste a lot of money with this Mantis, so it's a bit of a weird gameplay. And now we have the Praying Mantis Shrimp. Is it Praying Mantis Shrimp or Mantis Shrimp as Mantis fodder? Almost cannibalism. These teams always look very scary, low stated, but when I see Flying Fish, when I see Turkey, I'm very scared. But the Skewer might come in handy here as well, as we can remove some pets before they even do anything. And Spino buffs, yeah, maybe it's again just a case of Spino being strong, but that's also something people like to watch. I've heard in the grapevine, strong pets. Now we put a snake, so the theme is just put good pets and get them killed. So is this a green pack? It's also a very wasteful pack in another way. A very rare, again, Matchman 7. Go subscribe again to Matchman 7 with an abomination that has copied a leopard and a rooster for those who were riding at home. And this again looks scary, but the 366 slimes and the Spino buffs that come with it are just very strong. And here I'm going for some Sap Science. Very nice green now. It counts as green. Will this give any value? Of course it will not give a lot of value, but will this buff our Spino? We will see the results in a second. Of course we are 50-50 as we face a level 3 Beluga Whale Pillar, I think. Are these all Beluga pilled? This one is. This one is, I think. So this one isn't. And what's inside? Another Warthog. So also a very scary team, I think. And the level 1 toad only gives 2 hurt pets. And look at this. How are we going to win this? Well, Spino and some good hits, good math. And then the Yggdrasil fruit. So another very scary fight here. The Tyrannosaurus does in fact go off before it's killed. We are now starting to buff pets that we know are going to faint. But doesn't matter, we are in a full out final sprint. I should have bought the cherries here, I think. But instead I roll and take a measly pair. Let's go into the final fight. Will this be a win? Also always hard to predict these teams. But once we get through this, it looks very easy. So there it is. A green, full green win. I will put the pack in the description because I think it's fun to play around with. And in any case, thanks for watching. Go watch the podcast.